5 years to accomplish. So it's no time away that we have to be before you to let you know that we deserve what we deserve. We have to sit down and wait 25 years, working very hard with these children to get them to be professionals. That sometimes I tell them, you're good, you're going to be a lawyer. You're going to pay my student loan. Because with what money? In the increment and how we get it every year is just a disgrace. So please do us a favor and do what you can do for us. I mean, we have excellent administrations here. Ms. Beverly Lazar, the best of the best. And I see how she works with those kids. I remember, and Beverly will tell you, she used to go out of her way to chase the students because she also had faith that we could save every single student in the town of West New York. Whether she lives in West New York or she lives out of West New York, she cares about West New York kids. And so, all the outside teachers that don't live in town, thank you for coming to West New York and work with our children. Thank you.
Nicole Broncano, 591 65th Street. I'm a teacher. I'm also a resident, a parent. I have 2 children that attend this school district. And I'm asking you to increase this amount. Think of it, if I don't know if you have children, I don't know if you live in West New York, I don't know anything about you. I want you to treat it like if your child works in West New York. Because I'm not asking you as a teacher, I'm asking you as a parent. I'm works 2 jobs to get us paying our health benefits and putting more money into our pension. We do what we got to do as parents. So I don't care about my race. I care about the education that my children deserve. That's what I'm asking you guys to do.
My name is Evita Gutstein Gomez, and I'm here from Memorial High School representing myself and my community. And while the
Excuse me,
meeting
your address.
I'm sorry.
Can you repeat your name? I'm sorry.
It's a long one, I apologize. Evita Gomez, I'll give you the short version. 44th South Main Street in Lodi, New Jersey. But I am a Hudson County girl. I hope that helps. Budget meeting really talked quite a bit about numbers. I'm an English teacher. I'm not that great at numbers. But I do discuss with my students the importance of value and what values we bring to our students and to our community. And I know that my students speak very highly of what their hopes and dreams are, but what their parents value is tremendous. One of my students has a mother who works 2 full-time jobs just so she can get a jump start on her collegiate education while still at Memorial High School. I have another student whose mother worked triple shift to buy him a laptop in preparation for college because she believes in her son's education and she values that. And I hope that the Board of Ed will consider valuing their students and their community as much as we value our students every day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Dennis DeSocio, 7855. Boulevard East, North Bergen, New Jersey. I'm a retired teacher with 42 years in the West New York School District. It is beyond comprehension how the Board of Education, many of whom are educated, I'm sure, none of whom I know, by the way, and I was a teacher and a resident of West New York for many, many years. I wonder why you have the position that you have, because of education. And each one of you can go back to your elementary school, your high school, and your college and say, I remember Mr. or Mrs. X, who was your teacher, who influenced you a great deal. Now, I've seen many of my former students here, many of my colleagues who for years have done a tremendous job in West New York. You're asking people whose cost of living are going sky high, including the health benefits. And you won't give them a raise? That's terrible. Terrible. And you want people to come to West New York to work? When the rest of the towns are giving their teachers 2% raises? You're going to lose the best teachers that you can possibly get. As our administrators know, they need good teachers to do a good job. I don't know if the Board of Education is aware of that, unless you're taking orders from someone else.
My name's Gabriella Lazara. I'm a resident at 5701 Boulevard East. While I stand up here, I'm a fifth-year teacher, but I was raised by two teachers of West New York, who gave their 110% every day when they went to work. In fact, my mother's sitting over here, and she has given everything to this town. Here in West New York, our teachers take great pride in our profession. We appreciate the fact that each day bears the opportunity to build a better tomorrow, a brighter future. And each day forward, a good teacher will retire or change careers, and you will have to fill that void. But what will happen when those promising university students, like my little brother, learn that teaching compensation will not grow? Who will be left with a pot to choose from? For the past 2 years, our teachers were given increased demands from the state, but medical insurance decreased our pay. We took those increased demands and fulfilled them. We were asked to sacrifice, and sacrifice we did. But as the demands on us grow, so should the funds that support such demands. The evaluation systems must be funded. The teachers supporting these new demands must be funded. I respectfully urge you to consider not only the short-term economic repercussions of your decision with respect to the education budget, but also the long-term effects on current and aspiring teachers. Time and time again, we will rise to the challenge that you and the state set forth upon us. Now it's time for you to rise to the challenge of doing the right thing, and that is to support the very education system that educates your children and your children's children. A budget increase is all we're asking, and it's the right thing to do. Not only for your humble teachers, but for your children's future. Thank you very much. I also have something to read from another resident in town who couldn't be here tonight. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? Sure. Okay, her name's Kelly Renner. She lives at 5601 Park Avenue. 5701 Park Avenue, I'm sorry. My name is Kelly Renner, and I have taught in the West New York School District for the last 5 years. I sent this letter with a colleague tonight because as much as I want to be there in support of my fellow colleagues, I am in grad school until 9:30 p.m. I've been working on my master's in urban education, which is obviously an area of education I feel very strongly about, which is also one of the reasons I love teaching in West New York. When I'm not at grad school, I'm working my second job, which is Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 7, in order to pay for my grad school courses. I could have went to a district that pays teachers to get their master's in full, but I didn't. West New York was my first choice. To be truthfully honest, West New York was the only place I wanted to teach. It has been the only place I wanted to teach since I was a little girl, visiting my aunt in her classroom in number 3 school. It was the only place I wanted to work since I was a child and played with my great aunt Irene Hines, who also taught the students of West New York. I am here every day for our students, and I know my colleagues standing in this room are here every day for their students. I hope that we can all come together, teachers, parents, administrators, and board members, to give these students the education they deserve by reevaluating the budget. Thank you.
My name is Christina Oriana Arias. I reside at 6608 Hudson Avenue in West New York. I'm a resident of this town. My entire family has gone through the school system here. I can't even imagine that this is actually going on here. We have great teachers, we have a great system, and we like to keep it that way for our kids who have it tough enough in this area. I'd like to ask each and every one of you, do you have to go through this every time you want to raise? All of these people every time you want to get a raise? No?
They already got their raise.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's no all around. So So put yourselves in our positions. These are our kids. There's nothing more valuable to all of us. These teachers work very hard. I watch them every single day, and I say to myself, Lord knows I can't do this job. So give them what they need, what they deserve, so they can just live and teach our kids and let us move on. It's not fair. So think about that. Do you have to do this every time you get your raise?
Hi, my name is Janice Loffman. I graduated from number 1 school in 1964. I graduated from Memorial High School in 1968. I've been gone for a few years and I'm back, and this really is, it's a shame. You know, parents get letters and things to bring in tissues and this and that. When I was a kid, you guys gave us notebooks, pencils, crayons, and now these people give how much of their life? They're getting raises, they can't afford their rent, they can't afford to take care of their own children, yet they come to school every day and look what they produce. How many years of generations here do we have that's graduated from Memorial High School? How many of you up here are Memorial High School graduates? Can anybody raise their hand? Not one of you? Not one. Could you tell me how you can relate that to West New York? Can you like they said, you won't tell them when you get your raises or what percent you get of your raises, but I bet every one of you make over $150,000. I bet you make a lot more than the teachers do for all the years they've given and for what they sorry, yeah, thank you. Alright? Now, what I'm going to ask you, I hope you don't get offended, but on the other hand, I really don't care because I'm here for them. And my point is that I think Mr. DeSocio, who I know very well, by the way, hi Dennis. He mentioned that, one of the teachers said that they don't even know you. The teachers don't know you. We know. This is why I'm asking everybody to think about this. I am definitely for elected school board members. I'm supporting residents for better West New York, and I want everybody in the world to sign petitions, okay? We need elected people that we know, that care about us, and that come from West New York.
My name is Danny Perales. I live at 556 59th Street. I went to West New York schools my whole life. I graduated number 3 school, went to St. Joe's Memorial. I see a lot of my teachers here, and I've been to the last 2 meetings, and this is unbelievable, the way this board has been behaving, the way they've been doing procedures, going into 2-hour-long recesses so that all these teachers will not be here after you guys went to recess. I guarantee you, you're not going to come back until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and that is unbelievable. None of yous, she just asked if any of you are graduate of Memorial, and none of yous raise your hand. That is unbelievable. I would think at least one person here. And that, I am from residents from a better West New York, and I do believe in elected school board, and I think that that's definitely the next thing that we need to do is get rid of this board.
I'm Ron Grossinger. I live in Englewood. I've been here for 8 years, and we've done some amazing things. I'm the electric car guy. So, just some concerns that I have, real calm, and just explain to you that the cost of living, it's $4 a gallon for gasoline, and it's going up. I haven't bought a new car in forever. I just keep maintaining the old truck that I bought when I first got the job. Costing me $1,000. I don't have a BMW. I don't have anything like that. Luckily, I share the cost of living. Yeah, luckily I share the cost of living with my girlfriend. She's the breadwinner. You know, she's doing really well, which is great. But the concern that I want to get to is this: when it comes to training, every summer, I pay my own training. I go and I've seeked out. I've gone to other states. I've gone to California to learn about electric cars. So I attend all kinds of courses. Some of these courses, one of them cost me $2,500 for 3 days, but I learned about metal shaping. And I pass all that knowledge through me onto the students. That's the reality of it. So that's what happens. Now, if I get more and more strapped, the cost of living keeps on going up, I'm not going to be able to attend more seminars about metal shaping or electric technology or anything like that, so I'm going to have to be at a stalemate as far as my learning goes. Now, that's my concern, is that, my passion is I want to learn stuff and I want to pass it to the kids. The 5 kids that worked on the original electric car are in college for engineering or automotive related. That's all I have to say about that. It's just that it's very difficult when you're a teacher making a living. It's not related to the cost of living. Okay?
Michelle Lopez, 430 55th Street. I am a mom, a teacher, and a taxpayer. I would like the board members to please increase the school budget. And for those of you who don't speak English, aumenta el presupuesto para
a parent, and a long-time resident of West New York. I've been here through many administrations, through many boards. This board is not taking its responsibility in giving the fine people behind me that used to be my co-workers and some are my best friends. I've been around a long time with. You guys not doing the right thing. It's all about politics. Because the board president's not here tonight. She must be in Florida. Right? And some of these people are educated. The young lady, I don't know, that lives on the waterfront over there, she's an educator, correct? Your 2 daughters work for the Board of Education, correct, Mr. Rodriguez? Correct. These people deserve raises. All these people that wear red here are great people that work hard for the kids of West New York, which includes my 3 grandkids. I have 3 grandkids. I'm a 3rd generation. Myself, my daughters, now my grandkids. I'm proud to say these guys are my friends and give them what they deserve.
Marcel Hart, 5504 Grant Place, West New York. Mr. Superintendent, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen of the Board of Ed. I'm not going to get into a big spiel anymore. Tom did a good job about mentioning what increases we have coming down the pike as far as our school district and our school system. I also know that we have a cap of 2%. But if we just put in 2% in an increase of the budget, that would be about $287,000. That would be about $40 per child more. Now, I don't see how you can say that that's such a tremendous increase. Can we not afford $40 per child more? Now, I have a lot of respect for our superintendent, Mr. Fowler. Yeah. And I want to get that out front. And I know he has a lot of respect for the teachers that are here. President. I teach in the alternative education program, and my coworker, Susan Connolly, who retired last year, her husband is a magician. Mr. Fauta is not a magician. He can't pull rabbits from the budgetary hats. You have to give him the monies so he can run the school board properly. Without it, he can't do what needs to be done. So I would say to the board, put the money, at least 2% into the budget, send it up. If they don't approve it, then it's on them, and I will be going to the Board of School Estimate meeting to talk to them as well. Put it in the budget. Increase it by at least the $287,000. Let them tell you no. But at least you will be doing the right thing as school board members, representing the children and the parents of West New York. Do it. Do it for the children, do it for your superintendent, do it for everyone. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daisy Vasconcelos, 521 56th Street. I'm a resident, taxpayer, parent, PTO president of Public School Number 3. And all my life, I lived here all my life. My parents and brothers and sisters live here. My brother is a cop in town. And I just wanted to let you know that the teachers, giving them more money is not like, they're not going to go out and buy a fancy car, and they're not going to go out and buy the latest cell phone. And what you're actually giving them money for is when they pay for projects for their class. When they pay for Christmas gifts, toys that kids can't afford, they buy them for them. And I have seen it. I have seen them go out the day school was finishing to go buy gifts for a child who did not have a Christmas. Right. To school at 7 o'clock in the morning so they can help kids with their homework, with other classes, speaking to parents. They do things after school. They're emailing, phone calls to parents. It's their time that they're giving for free. No one becomes a teacher to be a millionaire. You teach because you love to teach. You teach because you want to make children better. They can make do, but why should they have to make do? Why can't we give them enough to do what they need to do? What they want to do? There are so many things that these teachers would love to do, but can't because they don't have the money. They don't have the money, and their pockets are wearing thin because they're using their own money to do some of these things. I just think it's a little ridiculous that they must do that, but that's how much they love the kids that they teach. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cassandra Mandara, and I reside at 550 56th Street, Apartment 1. And I'm a current student in Memorial High School, and I just want to say that I have been inspired by all these teachers, and if they want a raise, I think that you should give it to them, because I'm inspired by them every single day. They put so much effort, so much work, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be inspired to be a pediatric surgeon. And because it's true what they say. If it wasn't for them, I mean, all these doctors and lawyers wouldn't have become what they are today. So if they need a raise, I mean, why not give it to them? I mean, these are amazing teachers, and they give even hours after school to teach and teach and teach. And I know that if I ever have a question or if I ever need help, they say, oh, come after school or come in the morning, I'm here for you. You know, I just think that they deserve it, because these are the teachers of West New York, and they're the best teachers that I know. Thank you.
David Rivera, 233 59th Street. I have more of a comment than a question. I am a product of West New York and from the West New York school districts. Because of these teachers, I'm out of the street. And I'm not using drugs. And I'm a product of a great school system. Please, do the right thing for them. Give them what they do deserve. And tell the mayor / ventriloquist to stop doing what he wants you to do. Think about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, my name is Joanna Garcia. I live at 547 59th Street, West New York. I've been living here for about 20 years. I've been a substitute teacher for 10, and I've been an aide for 4 years. There's one thing that always clicks with me when I think about West New York. There was a child, he was 5 years old. It was my first year subbing. I went to the class to sub, and they called the 4 kids and told me I had to bring them to the library. It was the day before Christmas break, if I'm correct. The student stands in front of Santa Claus, hugs him. He sits down, and he looks at me and he says, "Miss Joanna." And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "This is for me." He looks at the bag, and it's a toy. I said, "Yeah, this is for you." And he just was like, the smile was like from here to the moon. He was like, "Babe, wow, Miss Joanna, I love West New York, I love school." That's what they do here. They make these children smile, and they dedicate every day of their life to the school. Every day of their life. We've got teachers who bust their butt and come in, and if a child needs help or whatever it is, they're the first ones. They're a family. You guys are a family. They help each other. If someone is sick, if someone, like if a student needs a code and the teacher sees, another teacher will be like, "I know what to do." And you'll see the code being brought into the nurse's room, and then the job is coming in, and then they're walking down the hall with the new code. But the job that no one was given, because it was given by one of the teachers who did and cared about what happened to the child. And we as education, we don't speak about the fact of, what's going to happen to this generation. Well, think about it now. If we do something and give what's right to these teachers who bust their butt daily and come in, and they don't have to, but they do it because they want to, every day. The mothers, fathers, brothers, then we can make a difference, and that's what they're here for. They wake up every day because they're here to make a difference. Plain and simply. It is unacceptable, just one word, unacceptable that they don't get what they deserve every day of their lives, because like they said before, they're doing it not because they have to, because they want to, in a neighborhood where they are needed, cared about, and loved, and give back every day. You know that's what I'm doing.
Say good evening first. My name is Commissioner Wiley from West New York. I want the teachers to know also that I'm going to be one of the representatives on the Board of Estimates. Okay? So where I sit at this position right now, remember, I'm a commissioner. I have to look at both sides of what takes place in West New York. And I believe me when I tell you the education system is the most important to me. I wouldn't be a doctor today where I am. I may not come from West New York, but I know what it is to grow up in a school district where the teachers are happy to teach, okay, because they're taken care of. And obviously, there's been a lot of problems in West New York besides what's going on here in the Board of Ed. And this is not a political pitch, guys, okay? This is someone who's been fighting for 9 months against this administration. And obviously, what I've been fighting against is already starting to affect our children more than I thought it was, okay? I want to first, let's talk about that because it's important how this leads into what we're dealing with here. We have a situation right now where the taxes are going to probably go up by 3.4, 3.5%. okay? That is just alone in the town hall. Things have been going on that I've been expressing, very much so. When I ran the Department of Public Works, never did I hire one employee that I walked into the town with, because I was on the plan, nor did I collect a salary, nor did I take the car, nor did I take the phone, because I committed to what I promised to the people of West New York. And we had other commissioners on there that took that salary right away. The rest of the three, besides Roque, took whatever they can get. One put their cell phone on the town bill. Okay, so this was showing some of the disrespect, because I don't make a promise to someone and keep my word, because that's all I have here in West New York, especially being here for 5 years. And what I see now, when we have this raise taking place, and I've been fighting this, like I said, I ended up in a department in Parks, and I had lost 7 employees, and never once did they give me 1 employee in the past 7, 8 months that I've been there. With a shortage going into now, to provide services to the town, the taxes you're paying that you expect to have, especially your parks clean, your equipment, or whatever it is that it might be. But they put their political agenda, harassment, etc., in front of what the people who are first here. And I always express that opinion in town meetings, that you're not hurting me, you're hurting the people. And here we are now, we're going into a budget where I know that they're tight for the money. They wouldn't even be honest with me to see if I would tell me the truth about what was going on in the town, because they were trying to pull money from reserves, any way they can get it to level that budget off. Okay, even we had to approve a bond this time for a blowout payment that took place, which I understand because we couldn't put $7 million on the people, but that was taken care of. But anything else, what I would have considered was we would have ran this town and kept that budget very efficiently. And what took place in the past 4 months, Roque must have hired at least over 25 to 35 employees, maybe more than I know. Okay? And especially when you hire family members to the town. $61,000 for a 21-year-old kid to run recreation with no certification. There's a lot of rumors out there, so you gotta be really careful about what you say until you know the truth. I understand everybody's angry about that, and that does happen. And I believe me, I get as angry as you do. And especially when you're doing the right thing here and you're looking to accomplish something and it doesn't get done. And that's just one of the many jobs. Like I said, there's been 30-something jobs. Now, if I was the mayor, we're going into it, we know we have a budget problem. You're a mayor who's on top of the budget and understands the goals he needs to reach at the end of the year, and he doesn't reach them. And you know there's a tax increase, and you continue to give your deputy mayor another $10,000 raise. Our town attorney's collecting over $750,000 in less than a year by himself, besides the $150,000 we paid to him. Now you need to see where this is going, guys, okay? You need to understand where I'm coming from when I'm fighting so hard for you. This $3 million now, those taxes going up 3.something%. Here we are now at the school board. This is something where the town now, if those taxes weren't going to be raised, and they could have been stabilized, we could be able to take this raise on to give you the raise that you should receive. Because again, your children are a first necessity in the town. I believe in that 150%. Believe me. I've been here for 2 meetings. No, actually 3 so far in the past year, because I've been so busy with the town itself. But I make it my business to get here. Do you see any of the other commissioners standing here for you? Do you see the other mayors standing here for you? Because they're embarrassed, and they're running from you and hiding. Because if he knows to give 30 jobs when my school system's suffering for our teachers to get this simple raise, this should happen. And I will make sure it's my business that if I continue to be here and be your next mayor, this will happen here. And I will always look out for the teachers. Let's get into the political influence that affects our Board of Ed. This is something I've discussed before in the last meeting. Many of you left because the gentleman was right. The executive session went on for 3 hours. I went and had dinner, had a drink, and came back, and it still didn't take place. Okay? I also came here to make a yell about it and says, what's going on? I wanted to go knock on that door and get them outside. And I look at that as low class. That is not representing the community. That is not being there for the community, especially when they need to listen to you.
And don't show up.
Now, when we talk about political influences, we do have people here on the board. This is one thing I never want to see happen in West New York. I want to put 4 commissioners behind me, but commissioners that are not employed by the town of West New York. I don't want my commissioners to have jobs, because what happens is they become politically influenced. You have 6 members here that Roque had appointed. I'm going to leave one of them out because she's the most classiest member we probably have on this board, Mrs. Pastelli. and she's been a positive to this board, but she's only one vote here. We have others here who are employed by the town of West New York, and they are influenced by the mayor. Don't ever kid yourself they're not influenced. Don't give me that autonomous body, because it doesn't exist. There's too much corruption taking place in West New York that's taking place in our Board of Ed. 8,000